Friday again. Had to work today, so I'm just out for a quick one. Popped up onto a mesa I've been wanting to hit, so I've got a specific bull that I've been looking for, and I tracked him onto this mesa a few weeks ago, and I've been meaning to get back. And so I'm just out here looking for sign. There is elk sign out here. If I can get through the elk brush. There is elk sign out here, and there is an elk antler here someplace that I spotted a second ago. Just a raghorn. Seen it from the top up here. Where'd it go? Let's see. Seen it from over there. There it is. There it is. Chunky was walking past it. The cool thing is, so far, knock on wood, I haven't seen a... There you go, Zoe. That's what we're looking for. Knock on wood, I haven't seen a boot track, and man, it'd be cool if that big bull's in here. So I'm going to spend the next time. We've got about an hour of daylight left. Yeah, but if there's sign and no boot tracks, I might come back out here tomorrow and spend the day. See what I can't turn up. Let you know. Well, if that ain't him, it's a bull just as impressive. That's a big old track. Let me show you. That thing's big as my hand. And I followed this track over here to this side, like I said a few weeks ago, early enough that he probably dropped, but possibly didn't. But I didn't find it. I spent a lot of time over there looking for him. But I think this is him after following this track for a long time. That's pretty signature track that big, and right here in the right area. So he did spend time on this side. So I'm running short on daylight, but looks like I might need to spend tomorrow in here. Okay, I think this is what they call a hope horn, because if it's laid there that long, nobody's been in here and you might find anything. The only problem is when you find small sheds like that, typically the spots where the raghorn shed is not where the big bull shed. The raghorns tend to stay with the cows and tend to be higher in elevation. And usually if I find more than one or two raghorn sheds, I don't find any big ones. Let's hope that's not the case. Tell me that stick right there doesn't look like an antler. Got my hopes up there for a second. Got a piece of cactus in my foot I'm trying to walk off. Don't want to stop because I only have a little bit of time left. Alright, I'll let you know if I find anything else. Well, it's Saturday morning. I've been out here walking these fingers. I'm within a mile or two of where I was last night, where I found those raghorns. Lots of elk sign in here. But in a couple hours of just up and down these fingers, I haven't found anything. But with the sign, I knew there had to be something. And I finally see an antler. Right here. Let's see what it is. Looks like a hard white 6-point with a great backhand and pickles for fronts. I guess it's a little chalky. Have to look around here in these oaks for the other side, but at least there's a start. Hasn't let me down yet. I'll let you know if I find the other side. Good chance it's in here. Couple things. I kind of showed you guys, I tend to use these stainless steel thermoses. I really don't like to have all the plastic water bottles, just because I don't like to have to. I end up with a pack full of them because I forget to take them out. But I upgraded from a half gallon to a gallon a couple weeks ago, so I'm trying this one out. It is some extra weight for sure, but the half gallon, when it starts getting hot, just isn't quite enough liquid for the full day. My Horn Hunter pack is all packaged up, ready to send back in, so I'm using the Badlands pack today. This Badlands I've had for a long time. I would say probably 12 or 15 years, maybe even. And you know, you can see that it's been used, but it's been a good pack. The back is held up. I've had one issue with the zipper. I said I got it fixed, and then this zipper right here has quit working. But it's been a good pack. It's a solid pack. Its one downside is you basically have this and this to try and carry antlers, and it's just not quite enough if you start getting a stack of elk antlers. I think it's my favorite pack for, you know, if you're going to pack out a lion that's been skinned, or a bear or something like that. It carries well, carries a lot of weight, and there's enough strapping there for something like that. But really like this Badlands pack. I just wish that it had about 5 times as many straps as it does. And I really like these Arctic. I bought the Arctic 45 cooler that I have in the truck with some ice in it, and then this Arctic gallon, and we'll see. This is the first I've taken it to work over the last week and used it, and we'll see how it handles out here in the heat, and if it's too much weight. But so far it's not bad. I figure as the antlers get heavier, the water gets drank and they sort of balance out. But that's what I'm using today. I got to get that Horn Hunter pack sent back in, and I emailed them a couple weeks ago trying to get a hold of somebody so I could have a number or a contact or something to send it to, and they never replied. So I know somebody who has a contact there, so I've contacted them, and they made contact, and we're going to be sending it back in. But honestly, not very impressed with this. If I remember right, that's what happened last time I needed to send it in to, was they never would get a hold of me. So we're going to send it in, and like I said, if you guys know of another pack that has all the strapping you need to carry heavy loads, let me know. This is impossibly steep. And thick. But I don't know what it is, but that right there, right in the dead center, can't be anything but an antler. See what we got here. Little raggy. I was hoping it's gonna be a big deer shit. Hard white. I'm in the right place to get into pocket the sheds. I just hope I can get into some bigger ones. Going up that. Well, I wanted to kind of go over something here with you. I'm just taking down this Horn Hunter pack because it needs to be sent back in, and was debating on whether or not to say anything about this, but I think I will. You know, I don't have any sponsors, so I don't have any dogs in the fight. I use this Horn Hunter pack because I haven't found another pack that carries a lot of sheds any better. I really love my Badlands pack, but doesn't have enough strapping for elk sheds. And so I've used this Horn Hunter pack. The good thing is that it carries a lot of sheds and it carries them pretty well. Has lots of strapping and that stuff. The downside is it doesn't last for me. This right here was replaced last time I sent it in. I've had this pack for, I believe, 3 years now, and I've sent it in 3 times for repairs. I was walking last weekend and looked over. I felt something bounce up against my leg, and it was my GPS was hanging out the bottom of this right here, literally by one of these threads. That had ripped out, and I was just dang lucky I didn't lose my GPS. That right there is, like I said, 3, maybe 4 months old. It had 3 or 4 months of use. Now, granted, I use my packs a lot more than their average customer probably does, and I frequently carry heavy loads with them. So, I mean, take that for what it is. I don't know anybody that carries more heavy loads on a pack than I do, but you know, this isn't carrying a heavy load. It just had, the only thing in that pocket was this GPS, and the reason why this one was new is because the last one did the same thing on me. It all frayed out on the bottom in just a few months' time. Add to that, you know, you see right here on the back, this strap right here, that should be sewn in. See where this one is? This one right here just ripped out right there. So that one should have been in there, and it's ripped out. So I'm going to send it back and see what they do. They've been pretty good about, I mean, stuff like this. They've been pretty good about fixing them, or in this case, replacing them. But I don't know whether I expect too much. Maybe the reason why I guess I expect more is that I've had the Badlands pack for at least 10 years longer than this one, and it's gone back to Badlands exactly once. And I've packed out deer, elk, bear, lion, tons of sheds, and I sent it back because one zipper finally, after about 10 years, quit working, and they replaced the zipper, sent it back to me. This Horn Hunter pack is, to me, a better pack for packing elk sheds. You know, you're going to carry stuff like that, you got to have a lot of things, a lot of straps. It does do that, but I've had to send this pack in. This is the 4th time in 3 years. So we'll see what they do about it. And if you guys know of a better pack, you know, I'm not looking to spend $500 or $600 or $700 on a pack, but you know, something in a decent price range that is better, that packs sheds as well as this one does, but holds up a little bit better to the weight, then I'd be interested to know what it is. Anyway, just thought I'd give you that. At the same time, I'm working on that set of sheds right there while I'm getting this pack ready. They're just about ready for... So I don't know if you can tell, but I've replaced a couple of the points on here. Can you tell which ones are replaced? In the picture you can see, right now you can see 2 points I replaced. How does it look? So they do require that you clean your pack before you send it in. I don't really want to throw this thing in the washing machine. My wife would murder me. But if I put it in the tub and I clean out the tub real good afterwards, she'll only beat me half to death. So I'm got some hot water and some soap here. I'm gonna soak it and give it a good scrubbing so they don't get a dirty, nasty pack to try and repair. And then I'll be mailing it in. I'll let you know how it turns out. Alrighty, well, I did not find anything cool this weekend. As you saw, so I wasn't going to post that as a video, but I know someone who did. So I just came over to check out Denise's. She just found a stud set. Cool, non-typical elk. Let's check it out. Look at that split beam bull. Holy cow. Look at that split pedicle. Dang, that's cool. Inline. 7 on that side. 6 on this side. Hold them up. Is that one heavy? It looks like it's got a lot of mass. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is a stud. That thing's 48 inches wide.
It was a good find after a long dry spell.
Yeah, Denise has been on a bit of a dry spell, but dry spell broken in a big way. When you go on a dry spell, I just always figure I'm stacking up luck for something really good. Look at that 7-point side. This is so cool. Big split beam. That third is, I don't know, 26, 28, something, with that big split off of it. Such a cool bull. I'd like to see that bull. I wonder if anybody's got trail camera pictures of him.
I know, but this is
He don't look old. Yeah.
So he's got another set out there somewhere.
Yeah, so there's got to be a brown set on him someplace. Okay, put it down. That is so sweet. Yeah. The way that pedicle is, he'll split like that every year. So cool. Alright, we just threw a little bit of a tape on him real quick. This point right here is G3, the split beam side is 30, what was it?
36.
I think it was 34 and 2/8 or something like that. 34 and 2/8. I was way off on that. I said 26 or 28. This side right here is 156 and this one's 149. Putting him right in that 350 range. And he's young. I mean, there ain't nothing old about that bull. His browns out there he's probably a 370, 380 bull this year. The browns that are on the ground that maybe somebody's got. They don't get much cooler than that.